Now what we're going to do here is quickly go through what I call 5 fallen icons of evolution. These are things that have been used in the past and in some cases are still being used to prop up the theory of evolution, and in many cases they've been discredited, and in one case, as I'll show you, over 100 years ago, and yet it's still used today in textbooks. The first one I'm going to tell you quickly about is peppered moths are an excellent example of evolution. If you look at the drawing there, you'll see there are 2 types of moths, a light-colored moth and a dark-colored moth. And back in the 1850s in England, a scientist named Bernard Kettlewell studied these moths, and he noticed that the light-colored moths, when they were burning coal in the factories, and they were turning the trees dark-colored, and they would find that the light-colored moths would all get picked off by the birds. And so there was a shift in the population of moths from 98% light to 98% dark, because the black moths were now concealed, camouflage.
Sure.
Now here's the interesting part of all this, is that they tout this as being natural selection in action. This is evolution in action. It's in all the textbooks. Here's the interesting thing is, the whole story never happened. Kettlewell glued dead moths to the trees to take the pictures that appear in your school science textbooks. It demonstrates natural selection but not evolution. And here's a quote that says, "I am careful not to call Kettlewell a fraud," says Bruce Grant. "He was just a very careless scientist."